Hello everyone, this is 𝙤𝙧𝙖𝙢. Welcome to our live stream lesson today. So today I am going to do this look right here. I haven't have a name for it yet, but it's like a midnight theme. I am going to do some chrome isolation in here and ombre and blending. All of this is using art gel. But before we start it, if you haven't joined yet, this is a WhatsApp group that you can join. Every time that we go on live stream, we are going here to alert everybody, so you can take a screenshot of this. Also, if you follow Votino or Tino Vote Shop, you can also join Votino Official right on my bio, and you'll get the same alert. And everything that I use today, I would write it down, is available in www.tinovo.shop. I will pin the comment right down here. And Votino Official is right here. It's our Instagram channel on both pages. All right, let me get started. Hi, Cupid Hand. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Okay, so on the thumb, I'm going to do the butterfly and the moon. And then I'll show you how I do my ombre. This ombre is sponge ombre using art gel. I have finally make a live, and this set is gorgeous. Excited to be here. Thank you, Acrylic Claws. Hi, Christian. Hi, Maria. Welcome, everyone. Hi, Larray. Yukio. Let me put this up here. Okay, so this background right here. This is a gray opal background. It's very simple. I use a mixture between sheer black and milky. And it turned out like this. And I love this background, so I will mix it for you. It's very simple. Okay, so you need milky gel colors. This is what you need. And of course, you need sheer black. Okay. So this is a 50% black. Milky is lighter. Milky is about 40-50% too. But I combine these together to make a gray opal background right here. Isn't that beautiful? It's like a midnight shade. So I'm going to take a palette and mix it. Okay, see, it's milky. Hi, Lisa. Maybe could you milky and stained glass gel black? Okay. Stained glass gel black you can use, but the shade of stained glass gel is different. So I will show you the shade, maybe on a white piece of paper. Okay, so this is sheer black. Sheer black, and this is stained glass gel black. See the difference? So it will be different. It will be colder. That's why I use sheer black. I want kind of like a natural tone. But yeah, you can use any dark stained glass gel colors. Hi, Tara. Let me moderate you. Confirm. Okay. Oh, wait, I heard there's gonna be a snowstorm on Monday. 10 inches in Missouri. Isn't that crazy? And we leave in Thursday for the show. I hope that doesn't interfere with us traveling. Okay, so now I have half and half, so I'm gonna go mix the two colors together. Just 50-50. So sheer black and milky gel colors. I feel like I want a little more milky since it's a little weaker. Yes, isn't it, Lisa? It's crazy. I'm ready for all the snow to be gone. I almost used up all this bottle. I have to pour it out. Okay, this is where I want it. So about 60% of milky and 40% sheer black. Nine-inch Francesca. Oh my God, that's crazy. So what it look like? I never see 10-inch. No. So what's 9-inch look like? Can you get out your house? Like, is the street is normal? We can drive in it. Hi, Tanya. Okay, ready? I'm gonna apply sheer black and milky gel colors. It's sharper than just using sheer black alone, I found out. And it's easy to apply since it makes the sheer black softer. It smoothed out all the edge and all the little streak and all that. It smoothed it all out. So I feel like I'm falling in love with this sheer black mix with milky gel color. Like, look, like no streak at all. So I tempting to mix sheer black with other colors, not normal colors, like semi-transparent color. Like mix sheer black with a blue stained glass or something to see how it come out. I'm kind of want to try that. See, this is sheer black and milky. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? And when it's matte, it's going to be like this. Isn't that cool? I am in love with this look. Hear this. So that is a nice color mixture just for certain client. If they after that look, this look right here, sometimes they will come at you with this look. And back in the day, sometimes I don't know how to make this look. I don't know if it's acrylic or if it's natural now. Like, I don't know how to make this color. See, to me, it's a semi-difficult color, the background right here. So now you know how to make it. These are two that I use. It's like a gray opal, almost like a shade, like a midnight shade. To me, it's like a smoky eyeshadow shade. Okay. With any brushes that are in the bottle, you can go ahead and use acetone instead of using conditioning cleanser. Search for my acetone. Cut the hair in this brush are very tough. You don't have to like try to take care of the hair in this brush. So it's synthetic hair. Just this. Now anything that are like this, I now use conditioning cleanser. Except for the polish brush and a pigment brush. Okay, let's see what next. So I'm gonna go ahead and draw the butterfly with art gel, paint with art gel, frame with black art gel. Everything is art gel. So let's paint. I will use the two newest color and my new favorite color, already available about a couple months ago. But blue art gel and ultramarine art gel, and then black art gel. Okay. Hi, dragonfly ladies. Okay, this blue art gel. I don't know how that looks on camera, but this is like the brightest blue for me. Hi, Dominique. This is ultramarine, my favorite too. It's just rich and vibrant. I have royal blue, it's darker, but I like ultramarine for this one. Okay, that's first. Let's go ahead and paint out the butterfly shape. I'm just coloring. There's not gonna be anything detailed, so I will use a big brush, a coloring brush. You can also use an emboss brush. Same thing. Just depend on if you want long or short. But these are not liner brush. It's for you to do thick stroke. So I'm gonna choose this one, emboss brush. Hi, Arcanels. Before you pan, you will need to stick it into the cleanser, the conditioning cleanser. Just make sure all the bristles are softened, separate, so gel can flow in it smoothly. And you're gonna take a piece of paper, gonna wipe it, nice in shape. Gonna take art gel out, put it out on a palette, wiggle it around. There. Then, if you want to wear a ring, you can. To stroke the gel out, if you have too much gel on your brush, you can stroke it out. Make it nice and neat. Ready to paint. So butterfly, I want to be right down here. Hi, Artist for Life. So this conditioning cleanser is used like alcohol, like acetone or alcohol will be used to clean the brush. Okay, so acrylic cloth. This conditioning cleanser is stronger than alcohol. It's like acetone. The way that it smells gel, it's like acetone. Like that's why I love acetone so much because when I put the gel in, it melts immediately. Now alcohol don't do that. Alcohol slowly melts it for about a minute, which is very irritating for me to wait for it to melt. So that's why I love acetone. So this conditioning cleanser is melt gel just like acetone does, but it's not solvent based, it's oil based. So it's conditioning your brush at the same time. Okay, I'm gonna draw, okay? So my center of the butterfly will be right here. Or I can tilt it the other way. I am going to draw a triangle. This is for beginner. You can feel the ink. And then that triangle, you can soften up the head. See, I give it a little curve. Can you condition in pigment brush? Do not. Dim and nails. Any brush you can use a conditioning cleanser except for this brush, because this is a dry brush. It do not work with gel. Like I never take this brush and dip it in this. That is like a no-no. It's have to remain dry all the time for the powder, for you to use it with powder. So you cannot use it with any oil-based element. That including the conditioning cleanser and gel. Gel is also oil-based. That is considered oil than a solvent. And you never dip this brush in anything like that. Only dip it in dry powder or wash with acetone. It needs to be dry all the time. The moment your pigment brush get wet, it becomes useless. It have to be dry. Like your makeup brush. Yeah, powder makeup foundation brush. Not the liquid foundation. Like you always use a different brush for liquid foundation, but you never use a powder foundation brush, a fluffy brush like this, and dip into wet foundation. That I don't know. I never heard of people doing that with makeup. They might. Okay, so if you want to draw the bottom wing, you just have to draw another triangle. One right here going up, like that. Okay, and then you just a triangle, and then you just soften all the edges out, meaning give it a little curve on each end. And then you have your butterfly. Or moth. I call this a moth. So when you draw for a while and you get used to it, you don't have to draw the triangle. You can just take off like this. Thank you, Tino. I have been cleaning my pigment brush with dry paper towel, but I'm worrying I'm fraying the hair on it. Yeah, so now what I do is I have 2 pigment brush. So I would dip one in acetone and cleanse it. It's so fast. I cleanse it in matter of a second or 2 seconds. And I lay that pigment brush down. It will be dry in about a minute. So when I pick up a new color, I'm using the second pigment brush. And when I'm done using the second pigment brush and it's ready to like be clean, the first pigment brush already dry. So I switch it back and forth like that. Or you can just wait for the brush to dry, and with acetone it dry in a minute. It's dry really fast. Okay, let's go ahead and cure this. Actually, before we cure, I'm gonna make a slight adjustment. I was talking, I wasn't paying attention. I want the wing to be larger. Because Moth Wing is a little different. Okay, cure. Yeah, with 2 brush, whenever I'm working aggressively with pigment, instead of waiting, I just switch it back and forth like that. I like that method a lot, especially at beauty show. Because at beauty show, I don't have time to wait, so I just do that. Okay, I'm done with this for now. I'm taking this out, and I'm gonna color it with the same brush. Emboss Brush. Clean this first. Clean it with the conditioning cleansers. Wipe up excess cleanser. Dip this in. Take it out. Roll it around. Stroke it. I'll take this out. We are going to focus right here in the center. Yes, Pixie does. Yeah, the triangle make the butterfly really easy. And one thing is, for beginner, if you follow that, it'll be really easy, but you wouldn't do that long. I guarantee you, if you draw it for about a week, you wouldn't even draw a triangle. You would just go straight through with the butterfly. The breakdown method just make it easy to understand for people, because sometimes people are intimidated by the result of an object. So just breaking down like that, they can get it easy. They will be less intimidated. And let's take an ombre brush and like fade it out just a little bit. You don't have to make it perfect. I have a little trick for you later. So it's art gel. So when it comes to ombre, you have to understand that it's way easier than any gel. Even one-stroke liners. One-stroke liner is opposite. It's a dry element, where art gel is made for you to ombre. See this? See, I'm ombreing it. It's very easy to blend out. If you ever use ombre brush with art gel before, or with sponge ombre before, we're gonna do both of that today. Okay, so now I'm gonna cure. And if you want, you don't have to, but you can use a one-stroke technique on it. If you want, let me see. You can take the one-stroke brush out, and you can pick up a little bit of blue. Let me make sure that this is cleaned first. See, it's got some old gel in here. Okay. You have to make sure it's clean, so all the bristle is loose, so gel can sip in it. Okay. Half of it gonna have blue, ultramarine, and half of it gonna have just blue. Half and half. Stroke it down. Flip it on the other side. Stroke it down. If you need to pick up more blue, you can. It takes quite a bit because it needs to soak up into the brush. When I first practiced one stroke technique, I failed at first. Just because of this simple step right here. I didn't load it in. No one told me to. I just watched one stroke technique on TV and I just saw they do it. So I tried to do the same thing, but I couldn't. I always run out of gel. So later on, I found it on YouTube or something. I found out about this loading brush right here. And it makes all the sense. You have to make sure that your brush is rich with gel. So now, you can do this, and you don't have to. This will be just fine like this. But you can also enhance it a little more. Just make it a little more perfect. If you have that kind of client, because that kind of client will pay more for perfection. Okay, see that wings is perfect now. So you can do the same to this. But I ombre it out with the ombre brush either way. Because you don't want that sharp edge. You want things to be blendy already. So it's make this process easier. See, now it's flawless. Now, here. Okay, so that is a butterfly. Now we're going to do outline. So we're done with both of these colors for now. We'll come back for the sponge ombre later. But I'm going to take art gel and I am going to outline everything. Thank you, Tanya. Oh, I almost used all of it. That time for new bottles. Okay, I'm no longer using Emboss Brush. This is not for line. I am going to choose 10mm liners. Thank you, gifted hand. Okay, ready for line? Back in the old day, we have to like top with matte and everything. Just for everything to be level, so we can outline easier. We no longer have to do that because now our gel is more advanced. Back in the day, gel will be like this thick, so of course you have to like level it. Now you can see, I mean, it's almost like seamless. See that? See, there's no thickness at all. And even with art gel, because art gel is a heavy element, it should have a low volume, but no, not really. So you can outline directly on here without matte or anything like that. But now we have more quality brush, more quality gel pen. We no longer need to follow the old rules. Go ahead and clean this a little bit. 10mm liners is what we use. Make sure all the bristle and all the hair is loose. Then I'm gonna clean up the excess cleanser. Make sure the brush in shape. Whip out a little bit of black art gel. Place it onto the palette and roll it. Roll it around for it to sip into your brush. And then stroke it out, make it thin. Time to draw. Okay, let's zoom in just a little bit. Okay, so the bottom wing gonna overlap the top wing. Like this. So it's overlapping. Like this. go ahead and just put in like the body for the moth. It's not important for the body. And then the outer side of the wing, I'm gonna do like a dragon wing or like a spider web pattern, which means I'm just curving it inward like this. See a little tiny little curve inward like that. I'm up and moving to the other side, same things. I'm taking Lisha taking me grocery shopping. Let me see. Let me see the comment here. Tino is rewriting all the old rules and I love it. Yes, them and nows, always. The old rules. We are growing creature now. Who need the old rules? Okay, again, just a little curve inward. Yeah, when we first started, the gel that we use and all the brush it's not very quality, you know. It's like 10 years ago. The nail industry is not, it haven't well known. We haven't have a lot of cool product for our industry yet. We just use the cheap stuff back in the old day. But time changed now. Our product helping us doing cool stuff, so we shouldn't even follow any rule that designed for cheap product like back in the old day. Back in the old day, we always have to top coat before we draw, or else it'll be so difficult to draw, you guys. Okay, so I am gonna draw the wings. It have eyes in it. Let's draw the top wings. Press, bake. So up until this point, all the detail are thin, using just the tip of your brush. But now I press. See how it get thicker, and then it slowly lifts, get smaller. Press on this side and slowly lift your brush. So you only use the tip of your brush, so it get thinner right here, like a crescent moon. And then you can switch brush if you like. I'm just using the same brush, and it's more convenient. I'm just gonna paint like a circle right in here, like that, like for the eyes. Now, again, we're dealing with thickness, so I have to go back and stroke a few lines so it's thinner, for us to drag these thin lines out. See, always have to examine your brush to see what it look like before you draw, or else it could be thick, even if you meant for it to be thin. Yeah, Tanya, when we start, there was no gel paint, there only gel polish. Can you imagine? Remember, even before gel line was miserable. Before gel, I don't know how people can like nails. You have to wait like 30 minutes for one layer to dry. And it get all messed up when they get out in the car. Sad old days. Gel have saved us. It have elevated us. I couldn't even imagine design without gel. Back in the day, I have to design with gel polish. I mean, it's great, but you just see all the layer is so thick. It's horrible. I'd be drawing portrait and such. I love working with gels. Just like a crescent moon on both sides. Just like that. Then draw in the eyes. And then make sure you stroke a few lines out. I know. We no longer have to live in this day. Can you imagine some nail salons still have nail lacquer, like nail polish? I don't even know what kind of customers still want nail polish. That's crazy. I make all my customers wear gel. I don't allow them to use nail polish. Every time that they mention gel nail polish, I just froze. I become petrified in this suspense state of animation. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and outline this. Yeah, press on now. Just remember, follow my beginning step. You draw the triangle first. It's so easy when you start with a triangle, and then you just round it all three sides out. Okay, so this is still a liner brush. Okay, still doable, but you can switch now. You can switch to a bigger brush, an emboss brush. Okay, again. Oh, on your toe, yeah. Well, it doesn't make more sense. Cause toe can last for months, really. On feet, gel, not gel, nail polish, it can last for months. That's understandable. I haven't do toe in like 10 years, I think. Once in a while, my friend's mom always put her old nasty feet on my lap, hinting that I should do her pedicure. Gross. I always laugh at her. Like, are you kidding? No way. Oh, crusty feet. Your feet cut me. Get your feet off my lap. It cut me. The bottom of your feet cut me. Okay. Now we're going to worry about the top. I try to mix in lacquer with top coat and manage to cure it without any issue. So there might be still a use for all the old lacquer bottle kicking around. One of the things that I use with all my old lacquer, I take like backing of the sticker. You know how it's like a backing is really slippery. I paint and I marble and I pour all the gel, all the nail polish on there. I do all this water marble art. And then I just let it dry, and then I cut them out as like sticker, and I put them on nails at design. That's one thing that I did. Okay. Oh, I'm glad you love it. Empty Nails by Ali. I love art gel, just because I don't have to dry hard to make it smooth. I use it a lot on color block. Now, when I draw on portrait or characters, I use one stroke liner a lot because I have to deal with layers. Anytime that I deal with layer, I use one stroke liner. But for art like this, like color block and such, I love to use art gel. Okay, so I'm gonna draw the moon. Of course, you can cure anytime you want to. Just if you're insecure that this gonna mess up, you can cure this. 10mm liners, or if you want to make it easier for you, since the moon is like really curvy right here, you can use 7mm details if you like. Clean this. Wipe up excess. Twirl it around side to side. Make sure that the gel is sipped into the brush, and then stroke it out. Make sure that it's nice and slim. Then I'm gonna draw. First, go in with the curve first. When I go in with the curve, I don't care about the thickness of the line. I'm just going in first. Make sure that I curve it in the right places. Make sure I go slow enough if it's difficult for me. Anytime that it gets difficult, you just slow down. Especially in curved line. Curved line drawing curved line is like driving. You know, when you're on a highway, you can go like 90 miles per hour, no problem. But when you get into town and you're about to do right turn, left turn, you have to slow down. You cannot do 90 miles per hour in a residential area. That'd be crazy. So same with a curve. When you curve, you deal with many twists and turns, so you have to slow down. You cannot go as fast as if you draw a straight line. Curve this moon too. Okay, so now it's already curved, nice. So now I can go back. I can go back to finesse my lines, like this. I can go back and trace it to make sure that all the detail are like nice and even. Of course, is it not mandatory? You don't have to be reaching to that level of perfection for a client. You can just be fun with these if they not really pay much attention. But if you do like Instagram feature video and such, then you want to retrace it to make sure that it's flawless for the world to see. Okay, now I'm ready to cure. Do I want anything down here? I don't think so. Go ahead and cure this. Tanya say, I have to do many 80 years old men on a cruise ship. I never do pedicure again. I always have mixed feeling about it. When I do men pedicure, I feel like I'm doing construction. I always have glass, of course. I don't want the nail to blind me. You know, the nail vision. It can blind you. I always have some kind of electronic instrument. Never just a hand file. It doesn't work. I will break them. And somehow they understand. They be like, yeah, we don't care. You know, this make me more comfortable. Now, when I do nail for old lady and I bring out these electronic instruments, they always act like they're offended. Like, oh, what? Do I need those? Yeah, you need those. You need those on max strength, max power all the way, honey. They always act like I'm offending them with my protection glass and my drills. They act like they have little girl feet, you know. I always smile and say, oh, it's just protocol. I do it with everyone. Yeah. So for men, it's a little different. They're comfortable. They know they have crazy feet. They accept it already. They're not in denial, you know. And they tip you good. Winter Wonderland is the one that I'm gonna go ahead and put on the wings. And Winter Wonderland in this collection for new people. And I'm bringing this to show too. Magic Wonder collection. Winter Wonderland is right here. Okay, I'm gonna take it out. A coloring brush. And this. Okay, now zoom in. You see them eyes right here? I am going to put Winter Wonderland on this area. I love to use layer gel polish when I design like this. It just make it a little more, you know, just a little more to it. Just enough for viewer to question, how do you do that? Is that stickers? paint. How can paint be like that? Look at it's shimmery. Is that paint or chrome? Anything that people question, raise the value of your art. You can always charge more if they don't know how to get there. I originally used fuchsia eyes also in the Magic Wonder collection, but I have switched it to Winter Wonderland because I feel like it's fit the theme. Is like cold and icy. And I don't think there's anywhere else that I want to put. Let's cure this. If I want, I can add like a little dot like in here. I'm so extra, I couldn't just stop and be happy with what I got. It doesn't change anything, but I'm just extra. I couldn't help it. Okay, let's zoom out. Hi, Shan Cat. Okay, so the next step is chroming. Okay, so that's why I choose to draw first layer first. Now, in order for me to chrome this, I need to make the whole background chrome free. I don't want it to stick to pigment. So I'm gonna take out my Teflon Matte. One coat of Teflon Matte is non-sticky to chrome powder, to all chrome powder. I'm gonna apply one coat of Teflon Matte in here. And remember, I have two kinds. I have matted, but matted is not isolating chrome. Matted stick to pigment. So remember, if you want to isolate chrome, you use Teflon Matte. Apply one layer on the whole things. Okay, just one layer. Cure that layers. Okay, so which gel are we gonna use? You can use art gel. Again, of course, all art gel is compatible with chrome. All of them. Okay. Or if you an old customer of mine, you might find that metal effect gel you like much better. You can use that too. In this design, I was using white metal effect gel for the moon. Stir it up. Make sure everything is well mixed. Take this out. Now Teflon Matte is already dry. We are going to take white metal effect gels, and this brush gonna do you can do thick stroke with it, but it's kind of difficult to transfer from a thick stroke to a thin stroke. Now the Emboss Brush is different. You can do thick stroke with this, but you can move from a thick stroke to a thin stroke. So that's why for the moon, I'm going to use Emboss Brush. Because I'm going to start from the middle, but when I go out, I need it to be nice and thin. Hi, Marjorie. You missed this? You missed the drawing part. Now I'm going to go ahead and we still have ombre. We still have blue ombre. Dip this in. I always want to twirl it around just initially. You don't have to always do this throughout the process. But initially, I always twirl it around just to make sure all the gel sip in first. Press. Run along the surface. When it comes all the way in here, you need to be careful. You just ahead. just a tip. That's why it can be nice and thin right in here. Same thing on this side. You can press all you want, but when you go in here, you have to be careful. See, you just the tip of the brush. Okay? When you first start out drawing, you might find yourself pressed like that, and then you might find yourself stop and stroke the brush a few times so it can be nice and thin, and then use a head and draw out, lightly drawn out for a thin tip. But the longer you draw, you can do it all at once. You can press like this, and what you can run, and when you get close, you can slowly switch pressure from pressing to lightly touch it. Okay, just matter of time. Now you don't just leave it like that. You lightly brush it on the surface to make sure that it's nice and smooth. Lightly brush on the surface. All of these tiny little movements are important. It's how you treat gel paint. Gel paint needs to be treated. It needs to be handled. It's not like gel polish where you just slap it on and it's all smooth. Now, after that, I am going to go ahead and close this. And after I'm curing this, I'm gonna apply silver right on, and it will stick to just a white because the white is metal effect. Metal effect means it's give an illusion that the design is metal. So I call it metal effect. And then everything else is non-stick because everything else have Teflon Matte on. So chrome not gonna stick on it. Go ahead and cure. Okay. After that, we are ready to chrome, silver chrome. It's a special occasion that I use silver. I use silver so often now. If you don't know my story about silver, you shouldn't. The time have changed. Back then, I hate silver. I would never use silver back then. But I slowly learned to appreciate silvers. So anybody that watched me for a long time, they always giggle every time I use silver. They're like, Tino, what's that color you using? Rub it in. Rub it again, just to make sure that it's well covered. Again, 3 times if you like. The more you rub, the more it shine. Most people only rub it once, and they see, oh, it's already turned silver, so they move on. But they haven't played with material up close, because when you really look up close, especially when your background is like black, you can see that by rubbing it just one is not really enough for it to cover everything. It usually have tiny little dots that when you rub it again, all that dot will be filled out again with silver. So you have to be conscious in that part. Now you're gonna take a fluffy brush and you dust. A lot of people is not quite prioritize this step neither. They just flip it a little bit and they put on top coat. And what happens is all this loose dust on the surface, it'll flow up the top coat and it'll make it shimmery. So the chrome doesn't look like chrome, it looks like glitters. So dust it just a little bit like this. But truly, that's light. And a lot of people use a wrong brush, and the brush is too harsh and it scratches the chrome too. So just pay attention to all this little stuff right here. And then a move that I like recently is to take an empty, clean shadow applicator with nothing on it. And I like to rub it again. And the purpose of this is to remove any excess dust that are still lingering on the surface that the fluffy couldn't remove. This will make sure that it cleans it all out. Squeaky clean. Now you can matte everything. Okay, and I want to tell you, one of my favorite thing to do is matte first, and then trace back the chrome with shiny coat. If you want to put shine directly on it, you have to make sure that the shine not just lay on top of the silver, but it's lay on top of some of the black too. So it can make sure that it secure the chrome. If you just put it on the silver, it will chip right away. Because it just lay on top of the chrome, so you have to make sure that top coat is laid a little bit out onto the black. If you don't want to do that, then you just have to matte it. Then you can trace however you like to trace. And you don't have to worry when you matte, because this chrome that I'm using is very quality. It's a solid pressed chrome. So when it's matte go on it, it doesn't really make it shimmer or anything like that. The chrome is still keep its the same integrity. Hear this. Now we can shine. I'm just using Shine It. It's a no wipe top coat. Oh, just shiny. Hi, me lady. And before we here, I will take this with some acetone or alcohol, and I just wipe over the nail surface, the matte surface, because the matte is velvet. So by running it over like this, it will help shine top coat to grip on the surface better without it shrinking on you. Because usually it shrinks on the velvet surface. Not any matte, just the velvet one. Okay, so I already put shine the top coat down here. I'm gonna use coloring brush to shine it. This one. You can use Emboss Brush too. Clean this. Make sure you really soak it in. Stroke it out. I never use a liner brush anymore when I work with top coat. Emboss brush or coloring brush, they soak up top coat much better, especially the coloring brush. It holds top coat amazingly. Okay, here. And one more thing that I want to mention, when I do this design, I actually put on a layer of chrome base and chrome it again. So it's double layer. So single layer versus double layer. You can see the difference. So you can choose that route if you like. So many options for you. The next one is going to be ombre. So we're going to come back with these two colors, and the ombre that we do is sponge ombre. See, let me show you again. Single coat and double coat. They both still good, but in salon, sometimes we can only afford to do a single coat, or we can drop it on again and do a double coat. Now I'm gonna take Shine It, and I can go ahead and draw on here because the gel that I use is Winter Wonderland, so I want to make sure I enhance it, and then everything else leave matte. Here. Okay, so let's take out a nails. And today, our sponge ombre is with art gels. I don't know if you ever use art gel for sponge ombre. I love it. I absolutely love it. I love using art gel for ombre. I'm gonna take out an oval brush, an old oval brush. You can use a new one. Take out some blue. Pen over the nails. Okay, just wait for it to cell level, but to smooth out all by itself, and then you can cure. On this side, just a little bit more. Wait for it to get smooth and cure. Yes, Tara say Wonderland is even more beautiful in person. There is no way that Wonderland, Fuchsia Eye, and Twilight Wonder can ever be truly captured on camera. They just have so many spectrum. Wait for it to cure and switch to these colors. Rip it out. Okay, so we're just gonna draw a little tip like this. Just like that. And then you can just take an ombre brush and just blend it out. Don't try too hard, just a little bit. Just go back and forth a little bit like this. Clean your brush a little bit. There's some black right here. Make sure I clean this, get that little black right here. There. If you do this with gel polish, and then you turn around and do this with art gel, you will notice that art gel is a little different. It's a little better than gel polish. It's a little more like elasticity in there. Okay, using ombre sponge, this will make it perfect. Press on nails. I appreciate you doing this live and help author and sharing information. You're welcome, Press on Nail. It's an amazing start for your business. Imagine, no need to pay for lesson. Yeah, we can add for tip and trick. I completely support press on seller now. I think it should be a new thing. I just don't think now today people have much time to wait for to be serviced in a nail salon as much as wearing press-on. Press-on grew big right after COVID. People look at press-on way differently. See how I just paint half and half like that? Tina, are you going to live stream less when show season start? Not really. Like next week, Thursday I'm going to show. So Thursday I'm leaving, and show start Saturday setup. Show start Sunday, Monday. Tuesday I'm going back. I'll be back home Wednesday. And while I'm at show, what I do is I think of all different design. When I come back home, I immediately make video, all that. And then I just pop on live to finish my videos. So I can make content and such. So now, I think my schedule is just gonna be the same when show season started. when I first started out, whenever I'm not go to show, I'm not busy. And I online all the time. But now when I'm at home, I'm just as busy as when I'm at show. So it's pretty much the same thing. Okay. Make sure you don't have a lot of gels. And you're just going to tap it right like this. Up and down. Just for the color to blend. If your color becomes splotchy, it's because you have too much gels, number one. Number two, you have too much pressure. Anything like a sponge, if you really sponge it out, it's gonna squeeze all out, and you don't want that. You want to just lightly tap it like that, so it come out very nice and airy, like this. See, but this don't have a lot of gel. Oh, like this. See, when I press it like this, it's barely coming out. It still come out. See that, but barely. See, and it's more even. Versus if you really squeeze it, it's gonna be like that. It's gonna be splotchy. Preston said I was doing acrylic and the chemical was messing you up. Yeah, I don't have problem with chemical. I just don't wanna file all day long. I'm more into the art, so I was really happy when I'm officially become a designer. I like it much better when I still than when I still filing now. It's just so boring. It's like every set is the same thing over and over. Okay, I'm just doing this until you are approved by it. Like that. It could be, to some people, it could be, oh, so beautiful. To some people, it could be like, I would do a little more. It just depends on you. How quick you finish, you can be finished like right now. Just 2 times, that's it. But if you're like obsessive, especially if you're an ombre lover, and especially if you're practicing, you'll discover you might go back because you're greedy for perfection. You are not happy when it just have 2 layers of ombre. You have to make it even more perfect. So you can go back and practice for a while. You will understand how many layers you need to fulfill your ombre. Okay. Like this, you can card it, but you don't leave it like that. But you see all the texture? It's a sponge texture. It will fool your eyes. So you have to turn it down so the glare go away, and you will see like, oh, is it perfect for me yet or not? You can see the color without the glare. You don't want to see this. You want to see this. Because when you put top coat on, it'll level out everything. Like right now, if I take matte on, what's my matte? If I take matte, and if I apply on, it level everything out. So if you turn away and all that glare go away, and your ombre is still splotchy, then you have to keep going. But if you turn away and your ombre is like flawless looking, then this is just a texture. So you can take matte, like right now I'm taking matte. And the moment you apply any kind of top coat, shine, matte, anything on, just level out all the texture. See? One on the left, flawless. One on the right, have low texture. So don't let your eyes fool you. Does that make sense? Because some people eyes really fool them. They like, before they apply top coat, they like throw this away. Like, I spot a few students, they get so defeated, they like throw this away and have to restart, and like, what's wrong with it? Like, oh, it's so spongy, it's so textured, it's not perfect. So I say, put on top coat. When they put on top coat, they're like, oh wow. So remember that. Remember, don't give up before you're missing a step. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? See that? So that's the ombre right here. And then the red is just stone and crystal and such. Hi, Adriana Funos. Hola. Just like this. Do you like this little style that I did? It's kind of like a dress almost. It's kind of cool, like an upside down crown or something. And this one I put a little star crystal on, the moon and star. Okay. I'm gonna put like a star in the thumb. Before I do, I'm gonna put some Crystal Magic Glue dryer, because when the dryer is present on the surface, glue dry immediately. But I do that with stone that I know that easily to be fell up. Like a star crystal is very potent. It's very strong and heavy. It might fell up. I'm gonna use Crystal Magic Glue dryer. Crystal Magic Glue brush on, or you can use this Crystal Magic Glue, the original. Luna Blue, I like that. I always go with Blue Dream, but you already know I have so many Blue Dream nails. I hope nobody noticed. I have limited naming ability. I was naming pretty good for the first few years, but then it go downhill. The more I do, the more I run out name for it. Okay. Let it there. You can use it to move it around to see if it moves. See? Dry immediately. See, my katana, it have this thing where I can test it to see if it moves. And then I would like to take some matte top coat. Put it right here. Mystical Midnight Moth. I would say Midnight Magic. It's also a good name. Magic Midnight. That's one of my colors. Look at this. Magic Midnight. One of my colors. That would be pretty to use with the butterfly too. Okay, I'm gonna take Emboss Brush for this. Okay, so on the edge right here, you guys see it? See that? See underneath the edge? Yeah, you don't want to let them walk out like that. That'd be sad. You'll be in trouble. What do you use to glue the micro bead? For all micro beads, this is my secret. Clear texture gel, and the secret, because of its non-cell level ability, I take one thin line, I draw it on, I use the same emboss brush to put bead on, it stays exactly where it is. It doesn't slip, it doesn't move. I love it. And after that, I just top coat it. That's my matte. Okay, I'm using matte. I'm going in. If you know you're gonna do this ahead of time, you might wait for the top coat. See that? It's gone. See that? Hold on. See that? Now it's filled. Oh! It's okay, it's matte. Matte is camouflage. Okay. So now you can do the other. If you spot any part that need it, you can do that. Now it's nice and beautiful, but it stayed long. You want it to stay for a long time. Crystal coming up is a very shameful thing. But any people that successfully maintaining crystal on their client hand, think about the money that they make. Oh my God, it's insane. People love crystal that you don't trust other people to put it on and stay. You know what I mean? But when you can guarantee that it stay, they will bow down to you. Pay whatever you like them to pay. So like this, on this side too. Here. How long did you tell the crystal will stay on for? It's not supposed to come up, Kev. When I do nail for my client, I guarantee my crystal. I say if anything come up, you come anytime and I fix it for free. You say that. Because people are not going to try to make the crystal come up because they don't want to come and fix it. They don't want to waste a lot of time for it. But I guarantee it. I put insurance on my work. And I only have one client come up in the past 10, 12 years of doing service. I only had one client come up, but she didn't wear crystal. She wear feathers. And her feather, like her nail is this long. But her feather is going from here to her knuckle. It lasts for about 7 days. But then she overcombing her feathers. And like after shower, you have to blow dry and comb your bird feathers so it doesn't get wet or anything. So after about a week, the feathers broke up. And she had to come back to replace new feathers. But that's the only time that they're coming back for that. And one of my clients is also my partner, the crystal lady, Cindy. So that is a perfect person for me to test my skill of crystal on her. Because she wear a lot of crystal. She all her fingers have crystal on it. You never see a finger without a crystal. Crystal and bead and all that. And she have been having her nail done for 30 years. She have been everywhere getting her crystal nail done. And she loved the way I do it. Okay, I think we're done here. Let's clear this one too. I just finished sealing it. Yeah, she is a bling queen. She's the biggest distributor of Swarovski crystal in North America. Okay, let me see. We have one more design, and it is a sugar cow print, a sorted cow print that made with sugar gels. Let me zoom in so you can see the textures. So it's made with sugar gel, just to give it a little more furry details. So I would do that tomorrow. Thank you, Tanya. Okay, put this in. There we are. You're so talented. You make things look so easy. I love your work. Thank you, Emmy. Okay, everyone. I will post this slide immediately. And I will come back on tomorrow. Remember, if you haven't joined yet, this is a WhatsApp group that you can join anytime that I go on live stream. I go into this group to alert everybody. Also, you can also go on both Instagram page and right underneath here, you can see Voltino Official right here. And that's also somewhere where you can get the same alert on both page. So you can join either Voltino Official or you can join WhatsApp group, whichever you like. And I will get this post. Tara, can you send me the list too? I will get this post in about 5 minutes, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye bye, everyone. You too, Dragonfly Lady. Have a great night. And I will see you tomorrow for another live. Thank you, Tara. Thank you, Maria. Bye, Tanya. Bye, Lisa.